What is going on, guys? Stevo Supremo here, and I am just another game collector. And today, I got an incredible Facebook Marketplace deal I want to share with you guys. We're going to dive into this box here shortly. As a matter of fact, I'm going to open it up here just to give you a little tease so you can see right off the top what's sitting in this box. And then we'll start taking stuff out and diving through it while I'm talking here. But more importantly, I want to talk about the topic of the video today, and that's being prepared for a deal like this when it comes across your plate and what that means. Basically, it's building up a game fund, building up your finances so you have a budget to work with so you can purchase something like this when it comes across your plate. You need to have $500, $800 if you see an awesome little collection come up that you think you might want for your collection, that you'll be able to throw down on it and it's not going to cause you any issues. But more importantly, like stuff like that should come last. Video games here, these are a luxury. Collecting it is a luxury. They're not necessities. We don't need them. The main thing you need to worry about is all the necessities you need in life. So a game fund should come last to anything. You should have an emergency fund set aside for your expenses for 2 or 3 months in your house. You should have all that stuff being saved first before you touch any type of game fund. I know it stinks being an adult and hearing that stuff. I know it can be tough living it, but it's the responsible thing to do, guys. And I don't mean to be preachy, but video game stuff comes last. I do have a game fund. I have a game fund that I started building up really seriously 3 years ago, almost 4 years ago now, when we moved out here to Washington. I saved up $500 and I said from this point forward, that $500 is going to pay for my game collection. And by buying out collections and selling the doubles and stuff in it that I did not need, I've been able to grow my collection massively over the past 3.5 years while having an enormous budget now. Well, not enormous, but I got a pretty sizable budget to even buy some games now just from that. I know a lot of luck is involved from it, having these deals come across the table, but I haven't paid anything out of pocket for my collection in over 3.5 years. Everything I've been adding is for free, basically, because I started with the 500 and my game budget is way above the 500 right now. The awesome thing about this one is there aren't a lot of doubles in it for me. About 85% to 90% of this collection is stuff that I do not have. So that is awesome. I love coming across stuff like this because I don't have to go through the headache of getting rid of the doubles. But I just want to emphasize the importance of saving up money, saving up funds, so you too can have an opportunity to get something like this when it comes across your table, because sometimes it goes out to the highest bidder. These things start going out there, people are cutting each other off for offers, and before you know it, you've missed out on it. So the importance of saving, you really should save your money, build up a game fund. Games aren't going anywhere. You'll always have a chance to get them. Worry about the necessities first and then focus on this stuff. But with that being said, let's get into this pickup. Once again, I'll show you guys the screenshot of the Facebook ad of the deal, if it's still on there. He might have took it down. But he had this listed for $200 a bundle. The first picture you saw was some PS1 games, and you go a picture over, you saw a Super Nintendo lot with some games, and then another picture over was a Sega Genesis lot with some games. So I sent him a message. Is it $200 for all, or how much would you want for everything? He said, well, how about I wanted $200 for each bundle. I guess he was referring to the Super Nintendo in the Genesis lot, but I'll do both of them for $300. I said, awesome, I'll do it. Sorry, clearing my throat. The bad part is this place is like an hour and a half away. That's like the max I like to drive for a good deal. And it was an account that was made in 2023. So you never know, is this going to be a spam account? Is it real? Is it fake? And we weren't going to be meeting till the next day. So this conversation happened Sunday night, and we weren't going to be able to meet until Monday night. So a lot can happen in between that time. But he was a man true to his word, and it wasn't fake. It was real. I drove an hour and a half, and it was a real house and a real person. His name was Aquino, and he was awesome. He was an incredible guy. This is his childhood games and collection that he grew up, and he's moving to Houston. and he said he had no attachment to it and was just wanting to get rid of it before the move. I asked if he had any other games, and he brought down some 64 stuff. So all in all, this whole box cost me $400, and we'll go through it right now to show you guys. You can see right off the top this awesome watermelon Nintendo 64, another color to add to the collection. I have the jungle green, so awesome to get another color in. And apologize for any of the camera work right now, because again, I'm holding this thing and it could be kind of chaotic with the what's it called, it's not the grape, I forget, the indigo whatever controller there to go with it. And now you can see some games, and there's some big time games in here. Right off the bat, Rock Ignite Adventures, and this is complete in box. I won't go through everything, but everything with a case, he said, did have a manual, so that is awesome. And the stuff with the Sega Genesis stuff, I have like none of these games, so this is awesome. There's a lot of good stuff in here, guys. Ogre Battle 64 on the Nintendo 64. That is one of the few that I already have. Actually, I had most of the 64 stuff. Zelda, Mario 64, Majora's Mask, Pokemon Stadium 2 I did not have, so that's awesome to add. Bubsy on Genesis. And we got some loose Super Nintendo games here. Nothing special. Some soccer, NHL, Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. And this is going to get out of hand really quick. Super Nintendo console itself, a little dirty. I already have my 3 backups already, so this is an extra. Unless it's a 1 chip, then I will switch this out and keep it. So it might be, I don't know. We'll check it out. Then here's the PS1, 2 PS1 games he had, Soul Reaver and Final Fantasy VII. It'll be cool to look in this to see if it's one of the misprint ones. I have to look up to identify it, but that'd be awesome if it is, to add to the collection. And now some Genesis and more Super Nintendo stuff. So Eternal Champions. And again, all these are complete in box if they're Genesis. NBA Jam. Hockey. One I was super stoked to see, Wonder Boy and Monster World. Dinosaurs for Hire. Pirates. Mortal Kombat. Space Harrier 2. Tasmania. Sonic Spinball. Another Sonic Spinball. I don't know why I had 2 copies of it. What is this one? Green Dog the Beach Surfer Dude. Never even heard of that one. Classic Echo the Dolphin. This looks awesome. Slaughter Sport. Sick. Again, I'm not a big Genesis collector, so that is just awesome to see this stuff I've never played before. Captain American Avengers. Is this on Super Nintendo as well? I cannot recall. I thought Alex Return to Mother Base was like looking for that. Or was it Superman he was looking at Too Many Games one year. Toxic Crusaders. Hardball 94. And again, if you don't see me getting all crazy about any of this Genesis stuff, I don't really know the value of a lot of the Genesis stuff, again, because I do not collect for it. But pretty much all of these will probably go in the collection since I don't have them. So I'm going to be holding on to them. Shinobi 3. Toe Jam and Earl. Spider-Man. E-SWAT. Last Battle. Never heard of that one either. Oy, oy, oy. Shadow Dancer. And what's in these? Ooh, the Game Genie. I don't even recall seeing that in the picture. Awesome. 2 Game Genies. Sweet. Look at this mess, guys. Ugh. The stuff I was really stoked about, though, you could see here. Oh boy. Some complete in-box Super Nintendo. We have Bram Stoker's Dracula. The big one I was super excited for, Super Punch-Out. Cannot believe I have a complete in-box Super Punch-Out in the collection now. Cool Spot. Addams Family Values. Mortal Kombat. Hey, we got a manual for Mario World. That's awesome. B.O.B. Bob. X-Men The Mutant Apocalypse. Some more Sega. Sonic the Hedgehog. Arrow the Acrobat. Mystical Fighter. What is this? Again, looks awesome. Like some 2D beat-em-up action. Street Fighter 2. Complete in the box. I see Capcom. What's this one? Oh, baby. I forgot this was in here, too. Breath of Fire 2. Complete in box. This guy had great taste in games. Like the family art. They got a little bit of everything here. Super Mario RPG. Wheel of Fortune. Super Mario World. And the last few we got here. Exile. That's awesome. Is that like an RPG itself? Nope. Looks like some more hack and slash. Again, Genesis stuff I'm just so foreign to. Mortal Kombat 2. And Gain Ground. 2 players on the Genesis. Awesome. So there you go, guys. That's the Facebook deal. Scattered everywhere now. $400. Incredible deal on it. But again, if you don't have any budget or anything saved up for it, you wouldn't be able to capitalize and get a deal like this on anything. So save up your money, build up a game fund after you've kind of done your emergency fund and stuff. Because again, games aren't that important. Your life's more important. All your bills and stuff are more important. But when you do have the means, build up that game fund so you'll be able to capitalize on deals like this when they come across your plate. So thanks for tuning in, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one.